Hello everyone, we are Team AI. Did you get that? A as artificial and I as an eye, which never blinks because human eye blinks and artificial eye never blinks. The motto of this project is to make sure that in our country, which is getting like a lot of murders and a lot of violence these days, we want to minimize or prevent these cases. Somehow all these things are getting captured, on CCTV camera, but it's not getting delivered to the right people at the right time. So what we want to do is all the things which are suspicious on the CCTV camera, we'll be loading a model on the cameras, and if something is captured, we'll be giving those coverage to the first responders immediately. Now my friend Taha is going to be explaining the front end portion shortly.
All right, so let's talk about our embedded system. This is our Raspberry Pi, which everything runs on right here, our backend, and object detection model lives into that little chip right there. And let's walk through our camera that we're using. So for our camera, we're using this, it's a webcam, but we're using it as a CCTV camera. So one thing you could do is we're using, since we can't use real life weapons, we have this play gun and little plastic knife. So if we hold this in front of the camera for example 2 frames, it's gonna detect that frames, take that and send it to transponder and make a call. And the same goes with this little gun as well. If it detects 2 frames per second, it will take that screenshot for a particular moment and send it over to our transponder, and that's it.
All right, now we're about to start our Raspberry Pi model, and as soon as the model detects something suspicious, or that's a weapon, in this case that plastic knife, it will contact the authorities as a threat. Let's start the model. And let's see what the webcam looks like. Yep, that's basically the webcam. Now my friend is gonna wave the weapon over here. And yep, he's waving that knife, and that knife has been detected by our Raspberry Pi YOLO model. And as soon as the knife is detected several times, a call is going to appear on this phone, and this call would be picked up by the first responder. You can see that we're basically taking screenshots and making the security call has been sent. Now a call should be coming here soon. Yep.
And now you can see the calls are coming in right now. You can just straight up pick up and put it on speaker. That's just a truly automated phone call, but you can just press 1.
Security alert. This is an automated security system calling to report a weapon detection event. Security analysis. Detected weapons, knife. Event duration, 2.8 seconds. Number of detection frames, 2. Please review security footage immediately.
And this is how the SOS message works. Since we cannot use 911 in our case, we're just using our own cell phone numbers to don't hit the legal issues. There, thank you.
How's it going, guys? Barlan here. Now, I just want to dive a little deeper into how all of this happens. My friend told you guys that from our Raspberry Pi, we're able to detect all these weapons that someone may carry, which may be a threat, and then we're able to contact first responders. So let's dive deeper into how that actually happens. So our Raspberry Pi has an SD card that is of enough size to hold the entire model and the backend structure. The model is basically a fine-tuned YOLO You Only Live Once version 8 model. Look once, sorry about that. That model comfortably detects any sort of knives or pistols that someone may carry that may be a threat. Once that threat is detected, we take screenshots of the video footage of what the threat was. And then that particular threat or that particular screenshot is sent to a Gemini API to convert that screenshot into a text description, right? After we obtain that text description of the screenshot, we then use the 11 Labs API to convert that text into a speech. If you ask us why we're doing all of this, It's because after we convert that description into an audio format, we then use the Twilio API to call a first responder. In this case, it's just a dummy number, but in real life, we would call it a first responder. And then that audio is played, and the first responder is given detailed analysis and description of what actually happened in that video footage. What crime took place, what threats were detected, what weapons were detected, is all given to the first responder. Now, something interesting about this Raspberry Pi backend is while all of this is happening, simultaneously, we're also streaming our live dashcam footage into our UI. To explain how that is actually happening, I would like to call in my friend Zain.
Okay, so in order to explain how things are going, the CI/CD wise, so once we're done with the heavy lifting here, we have a Flask server, right? And then once the server is being started, we put the video footage over the HTTP, and we host it locally on port 5000. Now once we have the local port, once the local host port 5000 is ready, we install a Cloudflare tunneling software. And basically, Cloudflare tunneling software is it allows tunneling, it allows traffic to securely connect to our server and just start exchanging the data. And once the data is being exchanged, it is deployed on the UI. And people or the clients, they can get the live footage, and it can be loaded on the dashboard and get the analytics done by the front-end team. So that was it for the deeper analysis. And I'll head back to the front-end portion, which will be explained by Tal.
Alright guys, so we'll walk through our project right now, AI. So on the left side, we have our navigation bar system, which include our dashboard, cameras, alerts, security settings, and test alert links. And we'll walk through that in a second. And our main dashboard overview page, on the top, we have our overall cameras, how many cameras are installed on the front dashboard system, the alerts, how many alerts being generated every day, total system, our system status. And on the top, as you can see, it shows our user authentic login button. However, we have a role management system using Auth0. So we have two roles, manager and operator. So we don't want to give full access to operator who's working for us. So therefore, manager has the full access over the whole app. And in the middle, it's the security camera. It's connected to Raspberry Pi. We'll walk through that in a second. But on the right side, it's our real-time alert system. So that's where all the motion detection and everything will pop up, and we'll throw that in a second as well. And this is the camera. These are just given information what the camera is doing, whether it's connecting or not. Can you click on the full screen, please? And we'll show you the full on camera. This is the full screen of the camera. It will walk you through that. Close that for a second and go down. And this is our connect to our webcam. We won't be able to test that. However, whenever you comes in, it will detect motion and it will pop up on the real-time scenario. Can you please go up and change it to another navigation? Go to cameras page. So on the camera page, we'll have more cameras options. So how many cameras installed, how many are online, how many are offline. Everything will be on this specific page. You can add it, export the raw data from that file. Go to alert page, please. This is a whole alert management system. That's where all the alerts gonna be, all the images that is stored from our database, where it was, when, what the time, the confidence, images, and everything will pop up right here. Go up again, and let's go to the next page, the security level page. And this page is just give more of manager control over security insights. How many total attempts, logins have been made, how many failed attempts have been made, how many active users we had. As you can see, these are all the login attempts right there. Go up, and these are security alerts that were generated, try to attempt or convey the message that it was trying to say.